What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Punk Rock Radar. I'm going to wing this video today. I'm leaving for vacation in like 3 hours, so I just wanted to do a video quick before I go. This is not planned. I just decided to do it right now. So please forgive me if I make a mistake about pressing info or anything. I'm not even sure I'm going to attempt to say most of it, but I'm going to go through what's left of my Nofx collection. At one point, I had a pretty massive Nofx collection. I would say it was pretty close to complete. This is what's left of it. So I collected from about 1999 all the way up to 2014. In 2014, on a whim, my wife and I decided to move to Austin, Texas. So I sold almost all my vinyl except what my mom was willing to hold on to for me, which was mostly just 7 inches. So that's what I'm gonna talk about here, is just 7 inches. The only 12 inches I have left are the box set, which I'm not gonna show. But yeah, I'm gonna go through my Nofx 7-inch collection, which was, there's gotta be, I don't know, maybe 100 things here. So I'll go through mostly fast. I'll say if I remember anything about it, but most of it is gonna be pretty foggy. So just a quick show and tell for you guys. So let's get it going. Up first, this is a Flexi. Definitely an unofficial. It's in a bag like you would have got in a bagel in elementary school. This is beer bong. It's a green POS Flexi, probably from eBay for $1 or $2 in the early 2000s. Then I got a couple of these, so I'm just going to go through them fast. Then we've got this gently named Flexi on blue. We've got the A200 Club, which I think is for crabs or something along those lines. Flexi on red. I didn't realize I had so many of these. Shower Days. Flexi on copper, yellowish color. And last one. That's it. I promise these weird ones. We got the Lori Myers Flexi on piss yellow. All right, so let's get into the official stuff. And I see in here we've got Dexter's Hot Sauce from 2015. Don't know why that's in there. But first one, we've got the Drowning Roses split 7-inch. This is on black vinyl, I believe. It's got S&M Airlines song. That's Saiti. I don't know if this is Italian, Russian, German, something. Most of this is not in English, so there you go. Again, guys, I have not thought about these records in a very long time, so Nofx hardcore collectors can definitely tell you the pressing info and stuff about that. I cannot. So now we've got So What If We're on Mystic EP. This is from 1986. Let's just pop this open and see what color this is. The last one's definitely black, because right before I started, I just wanted to make sure I actually had some of these, so I opened it up. This is, again, black vinyl. I doubt this is very rare. Super 7, Nofx 7-inch. There we go. Then it looks like I got another copy of this. Looks slightly different than the last one. Super 7, Nofx. So this is different, actually. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know much about these anymore. Like I said, I sold my collection in 2014. I've not really looked at these since. But again, we got black vinyl here. This is the first one I recognize. This is Fuck the Kids. This is definitely on Fat. Late 90s, I want to say. This has been repressed so many times. I'm not sure which one this is. This is on green vinyl. Fuck the Kids on green. This is a cool one. I love this one. I love the later one they did, Surfer, with all the short songs on it. I think they just wrote them in the studio. But it came out pretty good. It's definitely better than a lot of what Nofx puts out nowadays. Then this is from the first 7-inch of the month club, where they were doing one for each band on the label. I used to have the whole set. Not so much anymore. I think I have this. I have the MXPX one, maybe a few others, but it's got a Zyklon B Bathhouse, Spaghetti Motel on it. Then we've got Liza and Louise. I think this is from like 92. I'm not sure. Eyes aren't the greatest. This is on like a pink marble vinyl. It's got Liza and Louise, and then it has the longest line with Hefe singing. We've got Louise and Liza to go along with it. This has, yeah, Louise from Pump Up the Volume, and then Liza from earlier on. This is on purple vinyl. This one, I know I have a bunch of this. There's a random ass Washburn pick in there. This is the PMRC. You could suck on this. So this is definitely not in chronological order. It was at one point. This is just on black vinyl. There's the back cover. Pretty interesting. Some deformities there. People love to see that. Yeah, we're way out of order. Because here is my stepdad is a cop. My stepmom's a dom. This is very late. 2012. Let's see. This is, again, just black vinyl. Another copy of PMRC. Slightly different coloring. This one's a little darker. I think this is only on black vinyl as far as I know, but we'll take a look. Yeah, just black vinyl. Put that back later. All right. There's a couple. I used to collect if it was slightly different blue on the cover, but I'm not going to go through all these. I've got a lot of copies of PMRC. Then we've got Don't Call Me White. This is one of my favorite covers on the 7 inches. I think this is such a cool one. Punk Guy is on the back. There's a bunch of these that are on white vinyl. Some of them say the pressing info on them. This one does not. So that's just white. We've got a couple more copies. Jeez. Wow. I don't know why I have 6 copies of this, but I do. We've got pink. Let's see what this is. Black. Another pink. I would love to get in early 20s John's headspace. Why I thought I needed 5 pink copies of this and a black copy. We got a couple more. It looks like we're starting to get back in some type of order. We've got 2 more of these. This one is black. This one is orange. I think this was for some type of relief fund or I don't remember. We've got All of Me. Not one of my favorite Nofx songs, but it's got the Desperation. It's gone on the B-side. Pretty cool, like seafoam green color vinyl on this one. Then we've got 2 copies of Timmy the Turtle. This one's from Last Vestige in Albany, New York. I think these are all in green vinyl. There's like 9,499 of these. So not rare. Another seafoam. Yet another copy of Louise and Liza on dark purple. All right. And the repeats just keep coming. Guys, sorry, I should have organized this a little better, but we've got several copies of Pods and Gods on orange vinyl. I don't think this has been repressed, but this is a cool one. I've always liked the art for this one. I think this is like 10,000 also, 12,000. Then we've got probably my favorite album in here, which is Surfer. Again, lots of copies of Surfer. This is black. These were like $3 back in the day, so I could see myself going to the record store and just if they had it, I would just pick up another copy because NoFX collectors are insane. I like to think I'm no longer insane, but I definitely was. We've got it in orange and this copper color. I don't know if this was part of the box set or what. I don't know where this one came from. Then another one. This one, this came out right before or right after War on Errorism, right at the height of my NoFX fandom. And these are on, well, this is black. I was just about to say I think all these are on gray, but clearly wrong. But there we go. I'm assuming these are gray, yeah. Gray vinyl on this one. This is, there's a bunch of these, at least 10,000, I would say. Gray one here. Then we got 13 stitches, tons of copies of this one too. This one is sealed, so we'll leave it sealed. This one is on that yellow vinyl. They seem to really like this color. We know how Fat Mike likes that color. Won't get into that. We've got it on this coppery color again, which is, I think these must be part of the box set. I don't know. But I've got the color box set. I think you could probably see it right there. Then this one, another yellowy marble. Jeez, hold on. And we've got the first, or the 7-inch of the month club, I think from 2003, give or take. We've got yellow again, black. Running out of space here, so bear with me. Let's put these, hold on one second. There we go. Got 1, 2 copies of this one. I used to have like all the variations of the labels on these. So that was like a black and blue, and now we got a blue and black. I don't even know what song. I used to know what songs are on these, not so much anymore. This one, kind of a tan with a blue label. Got 3 copies of this one. Green with blue label. Clear green with blue label. Man, like I'm saying, and another clear blue, clear green with black label. You have to be a real psychopath to collect all these. We've got this one here. I'm gonna move this up a little bit. Hammered to the skull type thing. We've got a white with the blue label. Got 1, 2 copies of this one. I think this is clear. Probably my favorite cover in the collection. Very Where's Waldo, Longest Line-esque. We've got another one here, same deal. Man, I probably should have done 2 videos on this because there's still quite a bit left. This one is red vinyl, Teenage Punching Bag, One Way Ticket to Fuckneckville, probably the best song that came out of these. Not a lot of banner songs from this the 7-inch collection. This one on black with blue label. Black with black label here. And black with the white font. Okay, then we've got this. I like this cover too, actually. This one is like a blue with blue. And we've got a lighter blue. Sorry, guys, this keeps falling down. I've got an $8 phone holder from Amazon, and you really do get what you pay for on Amazon, that's for sure. And then another one. This looks like a duplicate. All right, we got the teddy bears one. We got black with black. And I'm pretty sure, like, as I'm looking at these, I remember that, like, the rarest one of each, I definitely sold on eBay before the move, because when I moved, I did not have a job or anything lined up. I was just going on a whim. So I kind of needed all the funds I could gather. And at the time, I think a lot of these have really decreased in value. But at the time, Nofx vinyl was pretty hot. So that paid for my first several months rent. But this one's really cool. The cornucopia, and we've got a lot of the recurring characters from their earlier stuff. Like you got the doll from Pump Up the Volume. We got the cow from Heavy Petting Zoo. We got George Bush here from Warrenerism. Surfer here. I mean, Timmy the Turtle. Pretty much all like something from each album. Possibly, it's pretty cool. And this one is a picture disc for Golden Boys. Another really good song, actually. They released that on the Never Trust a Hippie EP. Then we got Doggy Style here. All right, almost done-ish. This is another one. This one makes me sick here. When Coaster came out, I collected almost every color of this horrible 7-inch. They had like different stamps, colors. It was just insane for this I Become a Cliche, which is one of the worst NoFX songs. We've got a split with the Spits. I think this is white. Yeah, white vinyl. Got it again. This one probably black. Yeah, black vinyl. Cokie the Clown. We got 3 copies. We've got the fluorescent greenish yellow. I think this was called the P color. Then we've got green. I think this was the original pressing. And another green. I think there's a couple more of this that I don't have. Also, I love the back of this. I love the aesthetic of this. Then we've got, this is Orphan Year, 7-inch. We've got this on like a maroonish color or brown, I don't know. And this one, same thing. Then we've got this, I forget what this was. This was like, they had a 10-inch that had this on it. I remember this isn't very good, but I mean, this is cool. I love splatter vinyl, so this is a cool one. Songs aren't good, but it looks cool, which is just as important when you're collecting vinyl. Probably more important, actually. And then we've got more of the Stepdad, which I don't even like this song or this album that this is on, but let's see what we got here. This one's pretty cool. We got the Blue and Black Haze. This is like right about the time I started to get out of NoFX. I wasn't a fan of Self-Entitled and not really a fan of a lot of what comes out after that. There's like a handful of songs sprinkled in. Like I think Sellout's a pretty good song, but after Coaster, and I think Coaster is a really underrated album, and we're gonna redo our NoFX tier list one of these days. That was the first video we ever did. So we're gonna redo it. It's just I had taken it down just because the audio was so bad. There are some like cringy ass jokes. Like there's cringy jokes in the Less Than Jake video too, but I don't know if Matt was nervous, but I was really nervous about doing a YouTube thing. I'm not like a particularly outgoing person, so I was definitely nervous about doing it. So I think a lot of that like nerves show in the video. So want to kind of redo it. And in that video, the NoFX tier list, Matt and I, we only had one list, so neither of us really agreed with the list because it was all like just compromises. So we had 2 store editions there, the Fat Store. This one is from Record Store Day at the Waterloo. This is in Austin, Texas. I had got this. So it started collecting a little bit. This is, I think this is from the 7-inch of the month club. Yeah, so it's starting to get back out of order. This one's on like a reddish color. Then, man, it's funny. It seems to be that the songs I don't like, I have the most copies of. I'm assuming that these didn't sell for a lot, so I just kept them. This is on a blue vinyl with a very faint gray splatter. And I'm getting a very precarious tower over here. If people like really care about preserving our vinyl and stuff, they're probably freaking out. A, that I'm touching the vinyl. B, that I'm barely putting things back correctly. And I've got this wobbly Jenga tower next to me that I won't show just in case anyone has OCD out there. I'll probably trigger them. And then we've got another of the blue with gray splatter here. And we're getting towards the end. I have the most recent 7-inch of the month club, which was also terrible. If we're being honest, the song quality is not very good. I think Xmas has been X'd, and New Year's Revolution are pretty good. So I've got a couple of this. This one's a nice festive green and red vinyl. I said this in a few videos that Christmas is my favorite holiday, so I'm a sucker for Christmas vinyl. Let's see. This one's actually even cooler. We've got like the little snow pattern here with the red and green vinyl. And last one of this. I'll just go through the last 7 inches quickly. This one, they decided that they did not want to do Christmas themed. This is kind of more themed like the back cover. It's a clear blue and yellow. Don't know the pressing on any of this later stuff. At this point, was really just buying to just keep up with everything. I had like started to think that I was done collecting, but you know, it's hard to get out. So I think everything I have left is just from the most recent 7-inch of the month club. These are not old and they're not good, so I won't spend a ton of time on them. Again, all the 7-inch of the month club stuff, both versions, they form a picture with all of them on the back. But some of these have pretty neat art, so we'll show them quickly. Like this one's kind of neat. It reminds me of like 90s Nickelodeon style. This is kind of like it doesn't look like it in the camera, but it's like a very dark green. Then we've got the Bad Brains style here. On a like bread color, I guess. I don't know. This one's neat. I like this one. Got the Trump puppet. And this is a half red, half yellow. Man, we're at 23 minutes already. Thank you if you made it this far. I appreciate it. Another cool one. Some twisted family photo. And this one, we got the Nofx, almost reminiscent of that style. Then, geez, I don't know what happened to this one. A lot of these got damaged in shipping to me, which, you know, I don't really care. I'm definitely not a stickler with vinyl condition, at least anymore. I'm sure I used to be, because like I said, you have to be a psychopath to collect all this stuff. And at the time, just to give a little more background, really like at the height when I was collecting, when I was on Fat Wreck Wiki and trading and all this junk, I had just got my first job out of college. So I worked at Rite Aid for a long time, all through high school, all through college. You know, when I started working at Rite Aid in 2001 for $5.05 an hour. So at that salary, you're not going to be able to afford a lot of vinyl, especially rare stuff. And I worked there for, God, 8 or 9 years. Like it's all through high school, all through college. And then finally, I finished college and I get a decent job out in New Jersey, out in Morristown, New Jersey. And I was like, wow, I actually have money to get all the records I want. So that's when my collection like really kickstarted, when I was living in Jersey. And there's a lot of great record stores in New Jersey. If you follow Brendan Snyder at all, I'm sure you've seen some of those stores. So yeah, that's where I got like a lot of the older stuff, like the duplicates and weird variations when I was living in Jersey. So that's where I think most of this came from. Some of it is from like the early 2000s, like when Interpunk had copies of like Pods and Gods and all that stuff. I bought it. But yeah, that's my 7-inch collection. I think I have more duplicates in the closet. I wish these were still worth something because I would love to get rid of most of them, but I just thought it'd be cool to kind of do a brief show and tell. And actually it turned out to be almost a half an hour, so it's not too brief, but I wasn't sure how much I still had left. But Lewis and I are going to pick back up doing the collection videos soon. It's just been a hectic time for us. Lewis was in Tampa for a couple weeks. Matt is in Orlando now. I'm going to be in Orlando starting today all the way till Sunday. So once we're all back, we've got some cool stuff. I'll leave this up because it's relevant. Planned for December, we're going to do Scala-days, which is going to be all ska themed videos. We're going to do Catch 22 and Streetlight Manifesto tier list. We're going to do Real Big Fish tier list. We're going to do Against All Authority, who's Matt's favorite ska band, tier list. Then there's a couple things that are like up in the air. Like I had a couple bands reach out to me who wanted to be part of like favorite ska albums list or favorite ska songs list. So we'll see if any of those come to fruition. Then I've got Dylan and I are going to do an off the radar. Lewis and I will probably do an off the radar. Then for January, I'm going to have Karina come on from rockfreaks.net. We're going to do our top, I think it's going to turn out to be 50 albums. So we're each going to pick 25 albums. And from 2022, I've got my list pretty set, but there's a couple fluid, and there's a few albums I'm looking forward to still. Like The Windowsill is coming out. You got Old Wives coming out, so might make some changes to the list. And that's it, though. I mean, I talked your ears off for 30 minutes straight. I need another coffee or water or something. I'm all dry, but if you want to support the channel, go check out the links down below. Punk Rock Radar Records. Terrible name. We were putting on our first record, which is the Cheap Pops and Look at Martians, two pop punk bands, kind of Ramones core, Screeching Weasel style. It's going to be on very limited vinyl. I'm only going to have 50 copies, 25 orange, 25 green. So if you're a vinyl collector and you want to support a very, very small label, some cool punk rock bands, go check it out, link in the description, or go to punkrockradar.com. I've got all the merch there. New release schedule is there, and you could buy the records there. And I got a couple more albums in the work. I think 3 more albums we're going to put out by January, February. So keep an eye out. Let me know what you thought of this video. Let me know if you want to see more collection videos. I don't collect any other band right now other than Green Day, so maybe we'll do that down the road. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you, or I'll see you next time.